All right, you guys, today we're going to talk about multiplying binomials and trinomials. And there's a really easy way to do this, and we're going to do it through the FOIL method. And the FOIL method is really just a fancy way of saying the distributive property. So when I'm talking about FOIL, FOIL is just a way to remember that the way you do this is by multiplying the first term, the outer terms, the inner terms, and then the last terms. Okay? All that means. FOIL is just an easy way to remember. Alright, so what does that actually look like? Well, if I have a binomial here, I have to multiply everything for both expressions by the other expression. So, first thing I'm going to do is, again, remember FOIL. I'm going to multiply the first terms by each other. 2x by x is 2x squared. And then the outer terms. 2x times 4 is 8x. And then the inner terms, so that becomes 3x. And then the last terms, 3 times 4 is 12. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my like terms, so this becomes 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. And there are 3 terms here, and I have a power of 2, so this is a quadratic trinomial. Let's do another one. Regardless of what your textbook says, whether it's talking about a vertical method, a horizontal method, a FOIL method, or a distributive method, they're all the same thing. You're multiplying all the terms by each other. All right, let's keep going. All right, 3x minus 5 multiplied by 2x plus 7. Again, I'm talking about FOIL. So I'll multiply my first terms first to get 6x squared. My outer terms next to get 21x. My inner terms to get negative 10x. And my last terms to get negative 35. So the next thing I need to do is combine my like terms. And my final answer is 6x squared plus 11x minus 35. And again, let's classify this. It's power of 2, so this is a quadratic trinomial. Again, make sure that you guys are taking notes throughout everything. Feel free to pause the video and rewind it whenever you need to. Okay, now we're going to talk about binomials multiplied by trinomials. And this is the same method as FOILing. We're just going to take the first term, multiply it by everything, and then the second term and multiply it by everything. So let's start. 2x multiplied by 4x squared becomes 8x cubed. 2x multiplied by x becomes 2x squared. 2x multiplied by negative 6 is negative 12x. And again, all I did there was take 2x and multiply it by everything. Hi. Now I'm going to multiply negative 3 by everything. So negative 3 multiplied by 4x squared becomes negative 12x squared. And then negative 3 multiplied by x becomes negative 3x. And then negative 3 multiplied by negative 6 is positive 18. Now I'm going to combine like terms. So 8x cubed is on its own. 2x squared minus 12x squared becomes negative 10x squared. Negative 12x minus 3x becomes negative 15x. And then 18, which is my sole constant, is all by itself. All right, and this is in standard form, which is good. That's how a polynomial is supposed to be. So, highest degree is a 3, so this is a cubic polynomial. And I always say polynomial if it's 4 or more terms. One more. All right, 6n minus 8 multiplied by 2n squared plus n plus 7. First thing I'm going to do is multiply 6n by 2n squared. and I'm going to get 12n cubed. Now I'm going to multiply 6n by n to get 6n squared, 6n by 7 to get 42n, and now I'm going to multiply negative 8 by everything. Negative 8 multiplied by 2n squared becomes negative 16n squared, and then negative 8 multiplied by n is negative 8n, and then negative 8 multiplied by 7 is negative 56. Last step is just to combine all your like terms, and then we're going to classify if possible. So 12n cubed is by itself, then I have 6n squared and negative 16n squared to get negative 10n squared. Then I'm going to do 42 minus 8, which is going to give me positive 34n minus 56. Again, highest is a trinomial, or highest rather is a 3, so this is a cubic polynomial. All right, you guys, super easy. Make sure you guys pay attention to your exponents. Make sure you guys are classifying everything. Let's go ahead and practice.